Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. King. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from the 1.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Switch.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Looking to throw. King taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Bridgewater on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On first down, here's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Bridgewater. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now King looking to throw on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They're already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing is Bridgewater. And a little floater there is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Check.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
This is Breida on the draw, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Max 22, Max 22. Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
36.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check nickel. Shoot. 81. Double up. He's coming.
2nd and 5. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Raekwon McMillan able to get him for a loss of about 3. 2nd and 13.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Rip left, rip left. Sponge, sponge.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. King. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and long. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Now a give coming right is Breida. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to throw. King. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Raekwon McMillan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 54 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back to throw. King taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's King throwing on 3rd and long. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They run with Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Be ready, be ready.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Now back to throw.
We'll definitely see some...
And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
King now to throw on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Butt set.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks.